My chips over here. Chop it up there, buddy. Hot as fuck. On my shoes. All right, orange models. Change like this, and like this, and like that, like this. Let's see if I remember what it looks like. Too much water, so it should have been. Water, 1 inch. Add a template on jigsaw. Actually, hard. want the horseshoes on your right now. We'll get it halfway right. Go nowhere. Right there. Or should we trust the government? Oh, the world has put me at the fighting line. Ooh, why is it just waste the time? Oh, should we trust the world has put me at it need to be so hard? But it really need to be so hard. See if this blade will fucking stay on and fucking up. It doesn't need to be so hard. Stay in, motherfucker. Dirty son of a bitch. It's almost time to get another one. How's it going? But it didn't need to be so hard. Stay on, motherfucker. Bro, what the fuck? Yow. You're a little hot, motherfucker. A little extremely hot. Tough it out. Stay long, bitch. Motherfucker, you sorry bastard. Wow, 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 wow. Burn it now. Yeah, yeah, burn my thing. Okay. With that, wow, now, chill, wow, now. Oh, motherfucker. Oh. Pocket full of shit. happy about that. Bitch. Do not defeat me. I will win. Now you're pissing me off. Now I'm getting so, removal. Pretty cool, you got it all. You got it all. You the same. I don't believe you can see. I think you got it all seen. Cut you down the side. Way I figure you don't exist. So you realize. Where's the other one? Take it on. No mistake. Take. What's your major malfunction, motherfucker? Ow. Ow, ow. Living on the United States approaches the unreal. Those who what to ask. Like the universal dream. See, that dog shit, son of a bitch. Fuck. There's two dogs fucking motherfucker. You burn your finger 1,000 times, 1,000 burns. Fuck. Bingo. Yahtzee. Got it. This one shit. Oh. Shut up the damn spider over there, these motherfuckers. Ow. Hey, my duck's looking bad. I don't know if y'all watch my show. I look the same, but it's a little nicer today. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. Let's go up there. Just keep 1 second. Living in the Is that you two tits? You listening in? You listening in? Two tits. It's my gal's new name. Two tits. She likes it. Two tits. Give me some food. Make it. How many people can get away with that? Oh, man. Gotta be good. Gotta be good. Don't blow up, motherfucker. A gal said, "Why you call me two tits?" I said, "Would you rather sperm head?" You rather sperm head? I'm trick question. I don't really call her two tits. tits, supper's cooked. Oh, I got the best woman a man could ever want. Loyal, loyal, loyal. Beautiful and loyal. Two things you need in a woman. Gotta be beautiful and you gotta be loyal. Oh yeah, great motherfucker. 2 tits, food now. Need food now. Need food now. Bibu. Sheikh Obscene Lee needs food now. Tell me if y'all ever had this dream. Whatever your name is. Ben Sherman. I don't want to talk about the flat earth. I got to tell you about my dream. I had a dream I had a chicken ass on my head. My brother said, hey, look, you got a chicken ass on top of your head. I'm like, bro, I woke up, what the fuck? But you know what I think it is? Whenever I had my ACL operation, they gave me somebody's donor ligament. And I think their DNA mixed with my DNA. Now I have crazy fucking dreams. The other morning, I was kicking myself in the ass. Say, get up, you lazy motherfucker. I'm like, I'm not lazy. I wake up every morning at the same time for 35 fucking years. I don't need to kick myself in the ass. And here I am. Get up, motherfucker. I think it's that ligament. Never go to charity hospital. They're going to give you a fucking pig ligament or a fucking a dog or something. Who knows where it came from. They said a person, but I don't fucking know. The ligament I got came from a person. I was probably a lazy person. I kick my own self in the ass to get up in the morning. It's like 2 tits. You never noticed I was kicking myself in the ass? She said no. Yeah, motivation. That's right. Oh, you like the flat earth? Let me explain y'all some flat earth. I could do that. I love to do that. That's what I do. So y'all can see the map. That way y'all can fully understand the brain. The earth. The Gleason map. Explain that again for everybody can understand. This is the Gleason map. This is the North Pole. Everywhere you go south, you always hit the ice. 200 feet high, 3,000 miles thick, the ice. Front to back, 3 to 4,000 miles this way. Why do you think nobody fights to go to Antarctica? You ever heard anybody battle over Antarctica? We fight for every inch of land on this earth, but nobody wants to fight for Antarctica. It's like, no, let's just not let nobody go. Show you why. Alaska, United States, South Americas, China, India, Africa, and Australia. And see, that was this. This is going to be Africa. All right. North Pole, Russia, America. This is Los Angeles right here. This is Hawaii on a round map. Okay, let me explain something. The Bible says that the dome firmament, he said, I put the sun as a light for the day and the moon as a light for the night. They're the same fucking size. That's why when you see an eclipse, they're exactly the same size because they are. The earth, the sun is local. It goes around, the moon follows it all the way around. Just like the flat earth is shape. Now, this is Los Angeles. On a round earth, which is, let me draw a round earth. This is the United States. Are we reaching you? Los Angeles, Hawaii, Australia, right here. Okay. There's a lady pregnant in Australia. She got to go to Los Angeles. Okay, you can see a lady pregnant in Australia got to go to Los Angeles. The baby's coming out. Oh shit, we got to stop at the first stop. So normally it would be, let's stop in Hawaii, okay? On the round earth map, that would be the place to stop, Hawaii, then Los Angeles. No, that didn't happen. Here on the Gleason map, the true map, this is Australia. Boom, they got to go to Los Angeles. Australia to Los Angeles. Stop at the first stop. You know where they stopped at? Anchorage, Alaska. See, perfect straight line to Los Angeles. That makes sense to me. Now, check this out. Round map. This is Beijing, China, right here. This is China. China, Los Angeles, Seattle. Los Angeles, Seattle, right above each other. They're 1,100 miles apart. Seattle's north of Los Angeles. Now, you want to fly to Beijing, China from both directions, from Seattle and from Los Angeles. Guess what the difference in mileage is? Now, they both straight up and down, so there should really be no difference in the mileage from Seattle or Los Angeles to Beijing, China. But it's 1,100 miles difference. You want to know why? Because you don't go by round map. Now, if you go from here, Los Angeles, Seattle, Beijing, China, 1,100 miles difference. Fly straight up. That's the true map. That's what it is. You can't fly across the ocean. You always fly above. You always fly over Anchorage, Alaska, over Alaska to go anywhere in the world. You know, to go anywhere over there, you fly over Anchorage. Now, let me show you another part that I do. Okay, we're fighting the Japanese. Here's Japan right here. Japan, United States. So you tell me this. Why did we have to go and fight by the Solomon Islands and all by Alaska? Why did we have to go up here by Alaska to get to Japan? Because if you look at World War II, we fought all the way where it was freezing up there to get to Japan. The Aleutian Islands or whatever they call those islands by Alaska. We should have just went straight to Japan, huh? It's straight across. But on the round map, it's straight across. But on the real map, boom, gotta go by Alaska to get to Japan. Think about it. There's no flight ever recorded. There's not one single flight ever recorded that left the United States, went over South America, came back around, back to the United States. Never, ever did anybody ever circum the globe this way ever in a plane. Why not? Because you can't. On this map, you can't. Another one relative. Let's teach y'all another one. Jacques Cousteau's son. He said, I'm going to sail around the Earth. The Earth's 25,000 miles around, supposedly. So he takes off, boom, sailing around the Earth. He comes back around. Should have been 25,000 miles, huh? No, no, no. It took him 152,000 miles to sail around the Earth. 152,000. So check it out this way. Oh, let me sail around the Earth. That's 152,000 miles going around this map, the true map. And if you figure every continent, every landmass, it's true down to the inch on here, where this is all 15 degrees. 15 degrees or so. If you go in the water and you look at the boats and the boat disappears, well, the boat disappears in what, 6 miles? So if the boat disappears in 6 miles, that means the Earth would only be 500 miles around. You know what I'm saying? The Earth would be big as Texas, or even less, if the boats disappear like you think they disappear, but they don't disappear. They just go out your sight. Actually, if you ever watch the sun, set? The sun don't set straight down. See, just the plane of the Earth. The sun don't set. Oh, the sun's going down. The sun's going down. The sun don't go down straight down. The sun always sets off to the right. It goes away to the right. So it never goes down. It goes away to the right, just like this. You hear the sun goes away to the right. Boom. And it's out of sight, it goes out of sight. There's more proof that the Earth's flat than there's proof that it's round. Tell you that much. So that's how I believe. If the whole experience of the world is about the human soul, okay? If everything's about us as people, then why should we believe that the sun's here, the universe is here, and we go around everything else? If everything's about us, then shouldn't everything go around us? We stationary, they go around us. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. Show you another thing. If I take my work level and I put it on this bench right here, I put my work level on this bench. I can leave it there for a month. That level dot is never going to move. Why it's not moving? If we're going 1,000 miles an hour, and then 500,000 miles an hour, and then 1,000,000 miles an hour, you think the wind would blow it out of space, maybe? You think our atmosphere would just go in outer space? What's stopping it? There's nothing stopping it. There's a lot of things that you just, when you stop and think, it's like, how about this? The astronauts go in outer space, they get in their spaceship, but once they get out there, you never see a sun. You never see, the sun should be right there, smoking hot, plain as day, right there, covering everybody. You don't see it. And then you also don't see this. You look in your telescope, you see Mars. Boy, the moon's right there. So when you get in Earth atmosphere in these spaceships, which they should have 100,000 cameras on them, going every different direction, but they don't. Of course, they don't. The moon should be so visible right there. It should be right there. You should be able to take a nice snapshot of Mars and Venus and all, because there's no clouds or atmosphere blocking you. So why they don't have these pictures? Besides these fucking fake ass pictures they give you. Because if you look up MIT Boulder, Colorado, at 7,600 miles up, there's a dome. Like a clear glass dome. Impenetrable Star Trek-like shield. Look it up. Boulder, Colorado, MIT, Star Trek-like shield. And it'll tell you. I believe it's like that. I believe there is a dome around us. And I believe you can leave. There's no going to Mars. No going to the fucking moon. You think we can't go to the moon now, but you think in 1969 we could go to the moon? With a tin can made out of aluminum? The atmosphere is 4,000 to 5,000 degrees. How are you going to pass through that with something that melts at 500 degrees? A tin can, basically. Well, then when they... Who was filming the moon lander land? They had a camera on a string 100,000 miles away, filming it go land for the first time. Filming itself. How was that possible? And then the Martian vehicle that was, how did they fit that in that little bitty thing? The capsule's big like my little shed. The vehicle's big like a car. You can't fit that capsule in that fucking thing. People just gotta wake up and realize it's all fake, bro. NASA gets $12 billion a year. And they take their spaceship, they go like this. Hey, look, we're gonna go in outer space. Back in the water. Done deal. Get another clown show. All the people that died on the space shuttle, they're not dead. Look them up. They still work at the same place and still have the same name. But they're supposed to be dead. Well, it's their twin. Okay, so they all have a twin. It don't work like that in the world. I don't believe in, what do you call that? I don't believe in, fuck, I don't know what it's called, but I don't believe in it. Tell you that much. Teach y'all a lot of stuff, but I know a lot of stuff. What y'all need to know? Tell me, ask me a question, any fucking question. Elon Musk is a flat earther. He has to be, because he knows that you can't go in outer space. Now listen, you can go in low Earth orbit to 7,600 miles up, but after that, it's over. Check this out. So, let me explain y'all some physics. I didn't even barely graduate, and I know this. If a ICBM missile is about 50 feet tall, see, the range of that missile at 50 feet tall is about 7,600 miles. So, if the range is 7,600 miles, 50-foot missile, how are you going to go 250,000 miles? You need a rocket that was 475 feet tall. So the rocket would be about 50 stories. If a 50-foot rocket could go 7,600 miles, you need probably a 450-foot rocket to go 200,000 miles. It's not doable. What they're showing you can't be done. I just don't believe that they're landing these rockets back on the thing, and it's a show. It's got to be a show. Because look at this. They lie to you about every fucking thing. Why would they tell you the truth about the Earth being round? Why would they tell you the truth about going in outer space if they could steal $12 billion a year from you? Put it in their pocket. Everybody's getting richer. Everybody's getting happy. Not us. We're not getting happy. Now, you put me in the fucking spaceship and you bring me up there, then I'll believe it. Just like fucking Bigfoot. Oh, Bigfoot's real. Where's Bigfoot at? Show me Bigfoot. God damn, we've been living on this planet for 7,000 years and there's no Bigfoot. Let me explain you another one too while I'm on a roll. Explain me this. Why, like for the Egyptians and the English people in the year 1000 BC or after the death of Christ, whatever, 10 AD or 14 AD, why does none of them have tools made out of dinosaur bones? Why there's no paintings with giant fucking dinosaur heads, with the skulls of giant dinosaurs on paintings in France and in wherever? Where's the paintings at? Where's the archaeological finds? We dug the pyramids. They dug water places. They fucking dug everything in the fucking world. So you're going to tell me every civilization on Earth, America, Smithsonian, is the only one who ever find dinosaur bones? Do you believe that now? Think about it. All the civilization, kings, queens, nobody had a dinosaur fucking tooth. Nobody had a giant leg that they made a knife out of or a sword. They didn't have that. That means it don't fucking exist. Now, they had, listen to this, they had millions of dinosaurs. Oh, they had so many fucking dinosaurs. They should be sticking out the ground everywhere. Why I never found them? I build houses. I built 200 houses. I dig the ground all the fucking time. I never found a dinosaur bone. Can you explain that? Can anybody explain that to me? That only the Smithsonian could find dinosaurs? Yet people have been doing archaeology for thousands of years. And look, I'm explaining you another thing. How do you build a pyramid back in the day? With the pyramid, you could have been built. You could have used elephants and rolls and rolled the blocks up. But there's another way, way easier. I'll explain to you like this. A bumblebee. A bumblebee can't really fly. Its wings are too small. Once it's full with its payload, it can't fly. A bumblebee has a hollow chamber in its chest. A bumblebee resonates. This is how the earth works. The earth's here. The earth works on 5 hertz. 5 hertz. If you resonate 5 hertz, you become the atmosphere. So you are able to say, if I can resonate a rock on the ground with the right resonation hertz and lift the rock up. They don't want to give you the technology. They got this technology. Why you think, oh, I watched airplanes the other day. An airplane come and take 1 minute of fuel. 1 minute, I counted it. 1 minute of fuel the airplane took off. Well, how the fuck can that airplane fly on 1 minute of fuel? You ever looked in the wing of an airplane, of a jetliner? There's no room for fuel. The only fuel I think is on a jetliner is for the generator in the back, by the tail. The little tail generator motor, I think that's the only fuel that goes in a jetliner. I think the engines resonate and create the lift. That's just me. Now look, I'm going to explain you why I think this. Oh, like a bumblebee, like I told you, a bumblebee can't fly. But if you look, what's that, something on my face? If you look in every Egyptian monument, every temple and all, they always got a beetle. Like the Journey album had that beetle on the end. Well, the beetle also resonates to fly because they can't fly. They have no wings. So I watched a Russian scientist take beetle wings, square beetle wings, and glued them onto the bottom of a board, a piece of plywood, stood up on that board and took off. And the board lifted in the air. Because the beetle wing is like a magnet. It won't flip. And if you touch them against each other, they're going to counterbalance. Because all insects carry electricity with them. So that's another one thing. The beetle, the bumblebee resonate to fly. So why do you make they take off. Bumblebee hive takes off. You know, a bumblebee hive can fly 100 miles in a straight line without veering 1 inch at 30 miles an hour in a 25 mile an hour crosswind because they become the wind. They become the atmosphere. They don't no longer feel the wind. Why do you think? Look, check this out. Now, look, a gap stings you. A gap has to fly like this. A gap don't stop. Only a resonation could do that. Like a bumblebee could stop sideways, up, sideways. Know what I'm saying? Check this out now. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a UFO. Well, a UFO could do this. A UFO could stop, go, up, go, 12,000 miles an hour because they are the atmosphere. They don't need anything else. Think about that. That's what Tesla knew. That's what the Egyptians knew. And that's what probably our government knows. But they ain't going to bring us that till they feel it's time. You know, how the inventions keep coming out. Shit done been invented. They're waiting to make all the money they possibly can. Then they give you the next one. Which Tesla invented all that shit. Check this shit out. If you take 2 pickle jars, you put it in your car. Fill them 3/4 of the way with water. Yeah, 3/4. Well, one of them, like 3/4 of the way with water, a teaspoon of baking soda in it. You take a 10 gauge wire with a switch from your alternator, a positive wire going to the pickle jar of water. Inside the pickle jar of water, you take 2 bolts with a bunch of nuts and you stack about 7 stainless steel plates. You put one wire to the outside, then you come off the other side, you come off the frame, the ground, whatever the ground is in the car, to the opposite side, to the outside, to the inside, got to be the positive, the outside, the negative of the two bolts in the water. You crank up your car, and the 30 amps from the, which your alternator probably makes about 28 amps, 29 amps. The amperage from there, the electricity is going to hit that water, and you use your brake vacuum, your carburetor vacuum, to suck out. This, once you put the electricity to the water, it's going to start bubbling, and it's going to make hydrogen smoke. Then you vacuum it straight into your carburetor, hydrogen on demand, and you're gonna have more horsepower. It's gonna steam clean your engine, and the exhaust is gonna be oxygen, because hydrogen is water and oxygen. That's all it is. So hydrogen goes in, burns, steam cleans your engine, and clean air comes out the exhaust. So you can't kill yourself with a hydrogen car, because there's no bad emission. You can breathe it straight like that. You know how I figured this shit out? Check this out. I was looking at the TV. I said, man, how the fuck can a submarine stay underneath the water for 6 months without coming up? They couldn't do it in the 40s and 50s. They couldn't do it. Now they can do it. Guess how? They take the seawater, they put electricity to it. It makes oxygen and hydrogen. Hydrogen they burn, charge the batteries, keep running. Oxygen they breathe. Water keeps going back. System goes round and round and round and round. Free energy for everybody. You could take a water hose, put it to a hydrogen generator, which is just a couple of stainless steel plates, and put electricity to it and run your house on your water hose. 100%. Now they ain't gonna have no choice, because Japan already started using a lot of hydrogen. Like for you could buy a hydrogen generator in Japan, 5 kW. That's going to give you, on one change of water, like two 2-liter bottles, you could go 720 hours. Get that shit. 5 kW. Now, I'm sure it's expensive, but bro, it's fucking free. Just like they make oxygen in the hospital for you with them little machines, that's hydrogen machines. Hydrogen's a ticket. Electric cars is going to be obsolete. It's all going to have to be hydrogen, because we're going to run out of oil, so now we're going to have to power the earth with. That's one thing we got the most of, water. Bunch of bullshit on what? What are you calling bullshit then? You calling bullshit, let me know. Sound frequency. Well, sound frequency, I'll tell you about sound frequency. How you think Mary got pregnant with Jesus? Was frequency, sound frequency. The Lord said, my word holds this everything together. People, animals, plants, it's all held together by the Lord's word, which is sound, frequency. DNA proves that if I take this cup of water, I put one strand of DNA in this cup of water. I take out that strand of DNA, I put it in another cup of water. The frequency left in this cup could produce another DNA without the DNA being in there. So the frequency could reproduce another DNA. So the Lord's word could reproduce his body into Mary. No problem. Proven fact. Science proves religion. It's always been like that. But you gotta know, and you gotta look it up. I'll give you all some homework. Go look up the Black Pope, the superior general to the army of the Jesuits. I only thought they had one pope. I didn't know they had a black pope. I thought they had a pope, the pope. Nobody ever told me they had a black pope. I went to Catholic church my whole fucking life. Never knew they had a black pope. But there is one. Forgot what his name is, but he's probably the devil. And it's all ran out of Sweden. Want me to explain to you why it's in Sweden? World War II. Sweden was a neutral country, one of the only neutral countries. Sweden, this family called the Warburg family, they was, what was it? 40% of Sweden's GDP was one family. These Jewish family sold steel to the Nazis to kill the Jews, and then they got awards for saving the Jews. They might have saved 500 or 600 of them. They wouldn't get awards when they
sold to steal to kill the Jews. Sweden is the devil place. That's where, right by the Warburg Bank, is the church for where the Black Pope runs the superior general to the army of Jesus. That's where it's ran from. So look that up, Black Pope. And he's not a black guy, he's a white guy, but he's called the Black Pope. I'm gonna teach y'all some more stuff, but I'm gonna stop for today because see, people's gonna get interested, kind of keep going and going and going. But I like to teach shit. Look up the lady gets pregnant, leaving Australia, and she has to land in Alaska to get to Los Angeles. Check out any flight leaving the West Coast for China, and they gotta go over Alaska. I wouldn't steer y'all wrong. I could prove everything I say. All right, later.